Hey everybody, welcome back to Ramrod Rants. You can reach me at ramrodrans333 at gmail.com. I'd like to thank my sponsors, She Golden and Mama How You Cook This. Hey, quick note, I was bartending last week. Remember last time I told you a bartending story? It was not a great experience for the young lady, but I bartended last Saturday. I mean, people that know me, that been following me a long time, know to relieve stress, I bartend. As it's a PRN gig, which means as needed. When they have parties at this particular hall, I go and bartend. This is a very interesting story. Not interesting, but interesting, like kind of funny. The last gig I did that I reported on, it didn't turn out great. So let's just say this bartending gig, 200 people. I had told the people I was going to be out of town. They shouldn't book anything during this time. And, they're not going to turn down money. And they did book something. And they didn't have a bartender. And in my younger days, I had no conscience. I would have said to hell with it. They ain't got no bartender. That wedding finna be screwed because I told them I was going to be away. In my age now, I believe in karma. Everybody, you follow me, you know I believe in karma. So I came back a day early to bartend, which a lot of people say, I wouldn't have done that shit. I ain't come back no day early. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's y'all. You know what? I did it. I came back a day early. It wasn't no kiss up thing because I didn't have to come back. You know what? These people are getting married. This is going to be the happiest day of their life. The happiest day of your life used to be when you had kids. But nowadays, when you get married, a lot of people, more often than not, already have kids. So that happiness is past. When you get married, it's gonna be the happiest day of your life. You gonna look as good as you gonna ever look, and she gonna look as good as she gonna ever look in your eyes. You gonna get up there before God and man and woman, and declare your forever love for each other until death do you part. And especially in these times, in these growing times. Oh, check this out. I was on my bike. You see, I got my jacket on. It's hot outside. It's come. I don't have any sleeves on. You bikers know that you should always wear some sleeves. But being that I was just riding local, I didn't put some sleeves on. And but then I got kind of paranoid and said I usually ride with my sleeves on and everything. So I just parked the bike and came in and said, I thought about this wedding. So I said, let me go and put this on before I forget about it. I was going to talk about it. So I'm going to put some sleeves on when I get done and go back out on my bike. Okay? Now, I came in, I set up everything. I mean, I had it set up. The guests started coming in. The wedding started at 6. Okay. They wasn't on CP time. The guests started coming in at 4:30. Now, that's a wedding. The guests started coming in at 4:30. Now, actually, they paid me to. No, they hadn't paid me yet, but they were paying me to open up at 6 and shut down at 11:30. Okay. Guests started coming in at 4:30. Like I said. By about 5:15, that place had about 120 people in it. Now, the bride and groom and the bridal party hadn't shown up yet. And the food wasn't out yet, everything. The DJ was actually still setting up because he wasn't supposed to start playing until 6. The place already was pretty full. So I made the executive decision to open up the bar early. But first, I had to contact the wallet. The wallet is the one that's paying for everything. Because it was an open bar to a certain limit. So we contacted them and told them, okay, look, there's a lot of people here, and they're waiting on the party. you want me to open up the bar early because it's open bar to a certain amount of money. He said, go ahead, open it up. Open up the bar. Boy, that line was long. As soon as I turned that open sign on, they got up there and they were ordering. My rule is, I'm not going to let you order too many drinks on this guy's dime at a time. Open bars don't mean you come up there and get 3 triple tequilas and 5 Long Island iced teas and one person carry it all back with your arms all folded. No, his money needs to last. I'm gonna give you 1 drink at a time. I'm gonna serve the line, not fast. I'm gonna serve the line at a medium speed so this man's money can last longer. You're not gonna just drink up off of him. And I ain't seen nobody that walked in at reception and put an envelope in that thing yet. But eventually they did. That thing was overloaded with envelopes. So started serving them drinks. The wedding party got there and they came in, you know, the weird way people come in now with this weird music, and it was actually pretty entertaining. So the wallet came over to me and said that a couple of days ago, the venue called and said that the bartender was out of town, and that more than likely we wouldn't be able to have a bar because I'm the only bartender on staff. And and just so happens right after he got off the phone with them, because they were kind of upset because they booked basically because of the chef and because of me. I'm not trying to brag, but you know, gotta pat myself on the back. I called and told him I'll be there. Okay, he called back and they were fine. So this guy came up to me and said, hey, I heard what you did, and I appreciate it. I booked because of the chef and because of you. And my son, I'm pretty sure he's going to appreciate it. So this man gave me an envelope. He said, this is not the payment for tonight because my son is going to pay you. He said, this is what I think about you coming back a day early from your vacation to do this for my family. So it'll be rude to open it while you're watching, so I just put it in my backpack. So he said, I don't want anybody to tip or anything because what's in that envelope will take care of your tips for tonight. I said, fine, no problem. Nobody got tip. When people was up at the bar, they was throwing money in the tip jar. And when I didn't have the tip jar there, they was throwing money on the counter. I said, excuse me. I said, the groom's dad took care of all tipping. He don't want you guys to come out of your pocket with nothing. They said, no, we tip. They said, why would we drink free and not tip? It's not up to him to pay our tips. You're serving us. So they tipped. And they tipped. And they tipped. The music got great. Everybody was having a ball. Chef brought out a meal that was just unmatched. They were like just eating. They enjoyed everything. I had 3 punches. When I bartend, I like to make a punch. Okay, I like to make, because if you have a huge gathering and you want to serve fast, because you know they're going to want some mixed drinks. So I picked out the 3 typical mixed drinks that people ask for when I'm bartending. I will tell you what they are. Tequila Sunrise. I made a punch out of Tequila Sunrise. I had a big thing of Tequila Sunrise with a spout. I made a big thing of vodka and cranberry. That's another quick drink that everybody orders. For some reason, everybody either start out with Tequila Sunrise or vodka and cranberry. Third one I made was a margarita punch. They went crazy over that one. So I had those 3 punches on my bar. Ordered. Great prices at this bar. Great prices. We have probably the cheapest alcohol prices in the state. And if you find some alcohol prices cheaper, they ain't making it right, or it's some cheap ass alcohol. Anyway, had it going. party. People come to the bar, asking me my favorite drink. Make them this, do this. Nice people. I mean, just one guy came up and said, look, man, I brought $22 bills with me. $2 bills. He said, I brought $22 bills with me. He said, you know what this is for? I said, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me what your drunk ass. He said, I ain't drunk yet. He said, but me and my wife are going to have some fun tonight. We haven't been out. Our parents got the children the whole weekend. We're going to drink, we're going to party, and we're going to go home and act like it's our wedding night. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. So he said, I'm going to have 10 drinks, and she going to have 10 drinks. I said, you can't handle no 10 drinks. He said, no matter how many I have, even if I don't have 10 drinks. He put the $22 bills, he folded them up and threw them in my tip jar. He said, we'll be back. And he did keep coming back. His name was Matt. He's a pretty guy. He's a pretty nice guy. His wife was very nice too. Very attractive. So they had a ball. They had fun. The whole day went just great. So at the end of the night, now, this guy's dad, before the end of the night, this guy's dad got up and said some nice stuff about this dude, the groom. Now, the groom was actually a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. He was apologetic when somebody spilled the drink on the dance floor. Okay? He got down there and got it up. That right there shows his character. He got on the DJ's mic and said, don't get on the dance floor with drinks, right before we was about to do it. He got on the DJ's microphone and said, if they catch you pouring your own alcohol out of your purse or your bag, they're going to put you out. Okay? He got on there and did that. This family was a really nice family. And they were cool as shit. Okay. His friends got up and said some stuff about him. Her sister, the bride's sister, got up and said some stuff. Like, they always play jokes, and they've been together since high school, and this is their like 12th reunion of dating, and that's when they got married. Great thing. So it's a certain amount that I have to get paid to open up the bar. And like I told you guys earlier, the dad didn't, he said, this is not for you to open up the bar. This is because I heard you came back into town. Okay. Envelope in my backpack. End of the night, I had emptied out my tip jar at least 5 times in my backpack. Okay. End of the night, he came up and gave me my bar fee. The groom said, hey, thanks for opening the bar. And I said, he put it in an envelope. I said, no problem, sir. Shook his hand. Put it in my backpack. I call everybody sir. I don't care if you're older, younger, same age. I call everybody sir. It's a sign of respect because I like to be called sir. And my friends call me Rodney. Okay, Ramrod. Okay, good. And I like to dish out respect. I like to treat people the way that I'm going to be treated. I got the gift of gab, so when I'm there, I'm going to have a ball. I'm dancing. I don't eat though because I got this thing about eating. Once the food has been circulated, I don't eat. I drink pineapple juice when I'm there. I don't drink any alcohol while I'm on duty. But if the music is good, I like to dance. And we wear all black for the uniform. So and yes, my beard is combed and evened out when I'm there. Okay, this is over the day to day. But I have fun. I get to know them. I get to know their names. I get to know their drinks. That's what a bartender does. A good bartender gets to know the drinks, gets to know the names. You're not going to remember every drink, but you can make them think you do. So he came over, paid me, envelope, put in my backpack. So they were cleaning up and everything. And he waited until I noticed he was just hanging around. And I heard his wife say, did you do it yet? And he said, no, I'm about to. Give me a second. So came over. And he said, hey, I heard you came back into town to do this. He said, and I'm not patting myself on the back again. He said, you're one of the best bartenders I've ever seen. He said, hands down. He said, you're personable, you know how to mix drinks, and you're hilarious. Okay. And I appreciate it. I said, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. He said, envelope. This is for coming back in town. I said, you don't have to do that. He said, no, I do. I said, you do know your dad already gave me an envelope. He said, don't matter. It's for coming back into town. And I just thought that was just an amazing thing, that not only did this man's dad pay me for coming back in town to do the wedding with an envelope. The people's there still tipped, had a ball. He paid me my bar fee for opening up the bar and gave me another envelope. Now, it would be kind of wrong for me to tell you guys exactly how much it was, because my wife listens to my podcast, and y'all ain't getting me in trouble. But put it this way. Everything that I spent on vacation was covered. Let's just say that. So it pays to be nice. It pays to be generous. It pays to be giving. Karma is a bitch. And I couldn't let these people have a wedding without a bar. I couldn't. A lot of people do have weddings without bars. But I didn't want them to. I would have felt bad. I would have felt real bad. And coming back a day early, just a day early, earned me the respect of 200 people in that bar, in that hall, the staff there, and probably got them a crap load of new business. So being nice pays off. Being nice pays off. And this ain't one of those stories where you say, well, they didn't tip and nothing. No, this was a happy ending. It was a very happy ending. And it was great. I enjoyed myself tremendously. It was hilarious, because some people, that watching people dance, that's what really gets me. Have you ever seen somebody dance so bad that it looked good? They were doing the wobble. Okay, maybe I left this out. This was a white wedding, and I'm talking about the clothes. They were doing the wobble, and this cat, Matt, the one I told you about the $2 bills. If I could have videotaped him doing the wobble, it was so bad. It was so bad till it was entertaining. That's how bad it was. And sometimes the littlest things will crack me the hell up. I mean, I had to go in the bathroom and clean my shirt off because I was drinking some pineapple juice. And I looked over and that pineapple juice went everywhere. It was just fun. I mean, it was well worth coming back. It was fun to me. Everything turned out great. His family turned out to be an amazing group of people. And they welcomed me with open arms. The staff was just elated that I walked through that door. You know, because you cannot have alcohol at all in that hall unless there's a licensed bartender there. And so it turned out well. Turned out very well. Doing it again tomorrow. It's a smaller event. It's a retirement, but do it again tomorrow. I like it. It's a stress reliever. So if you want a stress reliever that you can have fun doing, and you don't mind loud noises and goofy people, try bartending. It's hard to get a bartender job as a male, but once you get one, let your personality show. It will relieve all your stress. Thanks for joining me. I just thought you guys like to hear that story. You can reach me at ramrodrants333@gmail.com. I'd like to thank my sponsors, She Golden and Mama How You Cook This. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.